Hey guys, it's your boy FK9 Games here. Welcome back to another episode of Transport 52, where I'm going to connect every passenger and every cargo to every single city in the max difficulty. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you do, please leave a like and consider subscribing for future content. Last time where we left off, we have accumulated 3.6 million per period, and we made a train station where we have 5 different separate train lines that delivers different types of cargoes. So this episode, we want to increase that total from 3 million to 10 million, 8 figures. This is the 8-figure episode, and right now we're in 1900. So please, once again, if you enjoy this episode, please leave a like and consider subscribing. Now let's get right to it. So first thing first, we want to do is let's rename the lines as what we usually do. So this is a train. This is the location is in Wigan. So and the reason I'm writing that first, I can copy it and paste in 5 separate lines. So this is a log and blank line in Wigan. Line 2 is a paste that is a blank and line. Third one is a tool and crude line. Fourth one is a crude and oil line, and the fifth one is a oil and plastic line. And for the roads, you've got it is a road and it is a plastic line in Wigan. And this is a road. This is goods to copy that. And this is goods to Dudley. The last one is goods to Chilham. Okay, so now that's done. Let's see if there's any more new lines I can establish. Nope. Okay. So we're in 1900s, which is important because we got a new wagon type. And the first thing I want to do is upgrade this crude line. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the new wagon type. So previously we've been using the wagon of a tank that got 31 miles per hour and capacity of 5. Whereas for the new wagons, we got 50 miles per hour with a capacity of 9. Mainly speed. Speed is important. So this is why I'm happy with 900 because of the speed. Because speed get you because fast. Cargo is based on speed and weight, distance. So let's get the new locomotive A35, and let's put some capacity of this tank cars. I'm going to do up to 135, so it's going to cost me 18 mil. No problem. Let me just borrow some money. 19 mil. The reason why the speed is important for the cargo is because you get paid quicker. Okay, so I've upgraded these 2 lines. The next line I want to upgrade is the oil line. So let's upgrade this oil line. I'm just going to borrow the money. Oh, fun fact, in 1900s you can borrow up to $30 million rather than $10 million. I'm going to upgrade this to which has faster locomotives, the new ones. These 3 are the new ones. I'm going to use 10-wheeler rather than A35 because I don't want to pay I'm gonna use 10-wheeler because it's cheaper. The distance is not that far, so you don't need to worry about speed for that section. I'm gonna make this a 117 capacity. I'll color that green. And the next thing I want to upgrade is up north. The question is, how much money can I borrow up to? I'll borrow the max 9, manage vehicle, switch both of them into an A35. And let's put, I usually put 126. I'll put 135. Pay off the loan. Some loan. Okay, so this is upgraded. That's part 1 complete. Part 2, let's establish some new lines because we want to increase this 5 million or 4 million into 10 million. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to get paid more frequently. That's basically why speed is important. So you get paid more frequently than what you was previously. So the next thing I want to do is I want to establish some road trucks. At the moment I'm getting paid 90k or 30k. So I want to increase that 30k to 200k. So the first thing I want to establish is the line between log, bag and tool line. I'm going to get paid both ways and then deliver the tools to Dartford. So let's get right to it. So let's establish the road. Remember, I'm thinking on the logically of how do I get paid both ways. So what's going to happen in this section is here. I'll stop down. So a truck going to pick up logs and bring back tools. Another truck going to pick up planks and bring back tools. And another line I'm going to deliver tools to the city. That's done. Let's buy some trucks. Now we've got better trucks now, so that means most lines is going to be good. Send 3 of them to line 3. I usually put 6. I'll put 7. Put 7 in line 2. Let's duplicate that and duplicate you 2, so I have 10 to line 1. That's done. The next thing I want to establish is a stone to brick. Bring back the brick and deliver the brick to the city same place. So let's get that sorted. In episode 2 I did this line, but I was not making no money, and the reason of that is because of the trucks that I had at that time. Now that I have a better trucks, this line will make me money now. So let's establish it. Because the trucks I have now is kind of more weight but mostly speed. Sorry about that. So mainly speed, because previously I used to carry 11 miles per hour with 4, 16 miles per hour with 6. I have 4 lines go from bricks to the city. And then the rest of them can go pick up stone, bring back bricks, and I usually have, let's get 13. I'll get 14, so that's actually misclicked. Okay, so that's 14 done. And thirdly, what I want to do is, there's my fuel line. I need to level this up, but the issue about leveling it up is my production is maxed out 100, which is fantastic. My shipment is 48, that's the demand section. My demand is very low because I'm only delivering it to one city, which is Queensborough. Let me upgrade the transport because my transportation is how much frequently I'm delivering the goods to city is 20%. So that means I am producing 48, but only 20% of that 48 is getting delivered. That city requirement is, if you look at the city, 48, only 20% of transportation is going to that city, which is quite low, very low. So the one way to level this up is to either the city size needs to increase, so passenger services, which I'm going to do next episode, or establish a new route, which I'm going to do, because Amesbury also requires food. So let's sort that out. And whilst I was making the new lines, look at how much money I'm making in my bank already. I've got nearly 8 mil. So let's sort this section out. And what I'm going to do right now is I would need to establish Amesbury, where are you? And add that into a fuel selection. What's going to happen now, once I deploy the truck and establish the, I think I've just done that now, whoops. So 9.6, so let's put 10 trucks. Whilst for 11 trucks and line 6. What's going to happen now is if you look at the fuel refinery, the numbers start to increase. So there you go, this is getting established, meaning this is getting leveling up. This is 26, this is not great. So let's, how many trucks do I have in this slide? 4. Let's add another 3 more. Okay, so that's done. Let me pay off some loans if I'm making some money. Let's check out the financial situation. So previously I was getting paid over 2 mil, now I'm getting paid over 4 mil, so there's a double. It's because I'm getting paid more frequently, that's why speed is important. But what's going to happen eventually is this is going to go, that crude oil numbers will go low, but this is tapped out, so that means eventually what's going to happen is I need to establish this crude line to that existing line, and I can do that shipping crude towards that crude station, to make the trucks deliver crude towards that train station, or to make another train line that delivers crude straight into a refinery, but it's not going to bring nothing in return. This is a consideration as well. But this is also tapped out. This can't do anything because of this section. So this is ready to level up. I need to improve my transportation. All my trucks are going. Oh, this is annoying. Let's quickly sort this section out. Okay, so this is sorted out. I'll let this run for a bit because right now it's going to go straight to sea and come back. Whilst that's doing that, another thing I want to improve is up here with the tool and crude line. I need to make this an A35 as well. I need for how much do I have? We can afford it. Let's see. So let's replace the truck, the whole section. I'm not gonna edit it because I'm gonna change the whole thing anyways. This is a, how many meters? This is a 280 meter train, that's fine. So A35, you require tankers. Actually, let me do boxcars first. So that's boxcar. Boxcars here, 8. So let's make this a 100. And then investment can be tankers. The last time I left it was 280, so roughly here. That at purple. So this is now going to carry more weight, so carry what? So previously it used to carry 40, now it can carry 100. and the oil can carry 130. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to let this game run, so I'll see you shortly. So let this game run just a little bit. I've been accumulating some money and paid off some debt, but let's look at the financial situation before we move on. So this line we've improved. This train is not going to carry any more full weight, meaning this is tapped out. This is ready to level up, but I'm still stuck on the truck situation. The trucks has literally just came back now, so they're en route to deliver more fuel. So this hasn't leveled up yet. Money wise, let's look at money wise. This has increased a lot, which is fantastic. The oil line, the new oil to fuel line, this has doubled, which is fantastic. This is current 54. Yeah, this is the issue. This is not going to level up, just because this is struggling to get because of this situation here. So money wise is increased. That's good. The stone line, the brick line, which I've made 100k. So I'm making 100k delivering 2 goods. And the log line, 81k plus a plank line, which is 26k, so another 100k. Our financial wise in the balance sheet, we're making what, 4 to 6 million, 300k, 3.8. So I went from 30k to 300k. Fantastic. So what's next? The next is I want to look at this section here, because currently I am delivering plastic to this factory here. So let's duplicate this twice. Another requirement for this goods to be produced is steel. So I'm getting plastic in, so plastic is ticked. Another section is steel, so let's look at steel. Where's steel? I've got steel plant here. So what I can do is pick up, deliver steel, bring back goods from that section here. Another thing I want to look at, okay, so I can deliver steel and bring back goods either by truck or by train. Currently I'm going to do truck, so let's establish the line of the truck. So let's sort that out quickly. Make a truck station. I'm going to replace this line, the Wigan line. It highlights that. So line 2, add the station and add this section here. That's good. So now it's going to deliver to the truck station rather than truck stop. So I'm going to make a line that's going to deliver steel and bring back goods, and I'm going to make another line that's going to deliver goods straight into sea. Now I need to bring iron and coal inbound, and this area that I'm thinking of is these two mine here, coal mine, iron mine. And I'm planning to put a train line that delivers iron and coal straight into steel. That's gonna get me paid, but I'm not gonna have nothing in return. But I'm at this situation of the financial wise where I can afford to make a slight loss. But mainly this line is gonna make me profit, but I'm only gonna get profit one way, not two ways. But I have the train and the wagons for it. I think it's a good idea to do it. Because previously it's best to get paid both ways, but certain situations you can't get paid both ways. This section here, I'm happy to get paid one way. It's gonna make me profit, But in terms of getting paid both ways, you're losing out a bit, you're losing out money. But this section here, you can't really do anything about making money. Because I'm going to deliver iron, but how am I? What's there to bring back? Nothing at the moment. So this is going to get paid both of them going to get paid one way. So let's sort this out. But before I do that, there's an intersection here. For me personally, I don't like intersections in trains. Trains should have its own lane. For me personally, because it doesn't, at least it doesn't slow down the. Because when the locomotive drive goes through the rail line, I don't want it to stop. That's the last thing you want it to do, to stop. You don't want your trains to stop. You want trains to go from A to B without no interference. Because they are the one that making you the most money. Roads, you can have intersection, that's not a problem. They'll make you money, but not crazy money compared to. I'm looking at the wrong way. They make you money. The trucks make you money, but if you look at the scale between a truck and a train, you will sacrifice a truck. So just establish that train station here. Number one important thing, make sure the train station is connected. It highlights white. It does, good. And essentially connect that train. So I am going to use bridge. It is expensive, but I'm at the point now where I can afford this stuff. So let's invest. That's what you have to do. Okay, so we'll go straight in. Is there any rail intersections? Nope. Down at the iron. And the best thing about A35 locomotive is the power. I don't know if you saw it. It says the power has 1,000. Compared to previously where it was like 700, 500. Damn it, I put it on the wrong side. 1 second. Put that in the wrong section, I thought so. So this needs to go inbound. And the right side will go outbound. Let's connect that straight in. So the new two lines is going to bring in iron. That's it. Another one's going to bring in coal. That's all. Now I have the locomotives to get paid more frequently because of the speed, and the new wagon because of the speed. So this line will make me profit, but not ridiculous amount of profit compared to other lines. So let's establish this line. So how much money do I have? 40 mil. I might need to borrow max amount again. Let's borrow max. Okay, let's get A35 as I wanted. 442 Atlantic is good. This is a cheaper version of that, but I need power. So 1000 power. And this is going to bring in iron coal, so you need a gondola. I'm going to make you a 230, 240. It's going to bring in 240. But this is a 320 meters. So I'm going to have 316. And right now I only can afford one. So the second one's going to be a bit. How much do I have? 450 mil. Okay, that's fine. So one train's going to carry 25, one other train's going to carry 17. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this game run, and I'm going to make this a 25 as well. This this train. This train needs to be 25. So I'll be back shortly. Return. So these two trains are now a 240 train. Sorry, 25 wagon each. So this train will always bring me in 3.5 mil, but nothing in returns. So I'm only gonna get 3.5 mil per drop off. But now I'm producing steel. Am I producing steel? Oh, I have no trucks. Whoops. So let's establish the trucks. Let's just get 3 at the moment because that's all I can afford. Wait, I already have trucks. No. Wait, why are you coming? One second. Why is this? Oh, your return journey. Okay. But hopefully, I didn't mess anything up. The fact I'm not producing steel worries me a lot. But let's see. I do have trucks now, so let's duplicate that 9 one more time. So I have 9. There you go. Let's produce it. So now I'm producing steel. Fantastic. And since I'm bringing back steel, since I'm bringing back the goods, let's make a truck line. That's simply let me actually have 2. That simply can take goods to the city. So that's done. How we're doing in financial wise, let's pay off some debt because I am paying out 120k investment. Roughly nearly 6 million per period. So now we look at, okay, elsewhere. Is there anything I can do elsewhere where I can get more money? Yes and no, but I want to, first thing first I want to do is upgrade this line here. Let me upgrade this line, so because I want to make this an A35 as well. But I want all the locomotives, I want all the trains to be an A35. So this train needs to be upgraded, this log line. But I don't have no money at the moment, so let's see what I can do. Because carrying you're a 318 with 172 capacity. That's for, let me replace it. So I need to match that 172. And this requires flat cars. So I'm going to go from 172 to 216. So let's just throw in the money. 14 mil, cashed out 14 mil. And again, because of the frequency, I'm going to get paid. Because I'm going to get paid more frequent than what I was previously. Well, my objective of getting over 10 mils, nearly there. Well, it's because I'm spending, that's the reason why it's not a lot. My plank line, what's the current situation? What's the health? 124, 64 each, or 68 each. I'll wait on that for a second. Our crude line needs to be upgraded, so we need to focus on that. I have a choice. I can upgrade, either make this an A35, which is pure speed and more power, but I don't need a lot of power for this line because I'm very dependent on this tool to crude line. I can duplicate this train to make it so I can get twice, and then make this I have a choice, either make this an A35 but I have to have 2 of these exact train, or have one exact train but make this and not an A35 but a different train with same wagon. So this is an option. Has this refinery leveled up? It has, meaning this has leveled up. So what's happening now is I am very starving for crude. That's basically what it's saying. This train is not. It's not bringing me enough. It's not bringing enough crude. That's essentially what's happening. Because this train is going to be starving for oil. So instead of upgrading for this, let me establish another crude. Let me establish a line that delivers crude straight into a refinery. Because let's look at this financial health. Am I making profit with this line? I am. I'm making profit with the line even though I'm getting paid one way. So getting paid one way, earlier game, it's not a good idea. In the mid to late game, it's a good idea. Because the wagon I have now, you carry more weight and it's more quicker. That gets you money. Because one locomotive, and by the way, this is not in poor condition, so the maximum weight I can carry for this A35. Where's this A35? Let me I just want to check. So this can go carry up to 500 meter train with a nearly 500 capacity, and that's when it says port. You know how ridiculous that is. So you can put a lot of capacity, but you don't want to overdo it. Don't overdo it. Just because you can carry 500 doesn't mean you should put 500. This line, where's my crude line? My crude line is a 132, but it's not even carrying 132. It's carrying, what are you carrying? 124. So I can essentially make this a 126 train, which I probably should. Saves me a bit of money, but yeah, it's fine. So let's establish that rail line. And if you are wondering why I want to make this an 8-figure, it's because the next episode I can focus on passengers. Because another method of making the city grow is through passengers. Because if you increase the passengers, that 120% growth is going to be more than it is. Currently I'm getting 60%. And this is a pure vanilla. If I had a natural tank growth mod, it would be much quicker. So let's just add a depot. That's all this jobs. All this is going to do is pick up crude and just deliver it. That's it. This section here, I'm not going to make a 135. I'm going to make a 200 because you only have one job, and that's simply just deliver the crude. That's it. So you're going to be a 200. I'll make a 240 meter capacity. It's fine. So 225. Line 11. I'm going to let that run. I need to start paying off the debt. But my objective is complete. I have made 11 million. Over 10 million. So this is fantastic. That drains out anything I can do. There's other things I can do, but I want to include some ships and some planes. I'm not far from planes. I am not far from planes. So that I might consider doing. In the ship wise, there is a method I can do for ships, which again I might look into soon rather than later. But another thing I need to think about is sorting this food line out. Okay, this food plant is Queensborough, Hoddleston, and St. Blaise also requires food. That I can sort out by distribution center. So let's look at our financial situation once again. With my log line is increasing drastically. Fantastic. Where's my tool line actually? Tool line. You have leveled up. Next thing I need to do, I should improve this train, but I'll sort that out soon. But essentially, this log line is making me more money than it was previously. Fantastic. My crude line, you're making me more money than what it was previously. Fantastic. My oil to fuel line, again, you're making me more. Now I'm getting even more money because I'm gonna bring back more oil. Previously I'm capped out with oil. Now I'm gonna bring back more because of this line here. 217, but this can get repaid, so it doesn't matter. So let's pay off some debt. My iron and steel line, you're making me money. 2 million, 1.6 million. Fantastic. See, this is the drastic between a train and a truck. I will do anything to make sure my train is optimized. I will sacrifice the whole thing. Keep my train optimized, and then let me stop paying off the debt. So previously I was making 3 million. Now I'm making what, 8 to 11 million. I only established I made 3 new train lines, and that's making went from 3 million to 8 million. The rest is just upgrading, that's all it is. But now this has delivered its goods. It's fantastic. So I'm getting paid 3 mil as well for this section. My oil's increasing, so that means these trains, my existing trains, is going to bring back a bit more oil than it was previously. So it used to carry 60 back, but instead of 60 it's going to bring back roughly 100. So that's what, 40, that's 40 additional. So let's start paying off the debt. I'll just earn 10 mil. Look at my financial balance. I'm paying out nearly 200k on the interest. So yes, next episode is passengers, because my passengers helps let the city grow quicker. And the city needs to expand because then my demand can expand. Currently I'm a bit constrained on demand. If my demand increases, so as my supplies. So my production, I'm not producing as much. It's not as frequent, which is not a problem. That's gonna level. Okay, so my production is leveling up. My shipment, that's the demand section, because this doesn't require a lot. This only requires roughly 200. So this is not gonna go 400 until this requires 400. This needs to level up 4 times. My crude oil is tapped out. My crude oil is 50%, so that's gonna tap out soon. Up north situation, I should have looked at up north. Up north, let me just improve this trucks and make a truck depot nearby and duplicate these trucks. There's my crude line is making me money. My oil line is not. The issue about this section here is only one city requires fuel in this up north. Down south you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 cities that requires fuel. Let me pay off the loan. But ladies and gentlemen, this is it. I have achieved my objective, which is earning over 10 million. Next episode will be passengers only, so I will be dedicated on passengers. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like. It's not as productive, but it's improvement. And then hopefully in the next 2-3 episodes we're going to do a proper way of doing cargoes. But at the moment we're making money. That's an important bit. I have no debt, so that means my money's going to roll in now. So hopefully I can be less reliant on loans. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and please share it to your friends and family. And also comment down like what do you want to see more, or if there's any tips that you want to provide to me. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a good day. Goodbye.